I'm okay, so we're going to record this, so it will be there to review at any point. Okay, Elena, what do you think? Do you like your eggs cooked?
Oh, yes, of course. Eggs are the most popular breakfast in Russia. So I think not only in Russia, in each country. I know that the most helpful is scrambled egg. So this kind of food keep a lot of vitamins in process of cooking, maybe.
Okay, so scrambled egg. That's interesting that you say that they are very popular for breakfast. I think they're not very popular for breakfast here, maybe at the weekend, but we eat porridge for breakfast. That would be, or some other cereals. I think porridge is the most popular and also the most traditional food for breakfast, but eggs would be like a weekend breakfast, like a treat, something special. Okay, so scrambled eggs have the most vitamins. I didn't know that. And what way do you like your eggs?
Usually, I fried my eggs for breakfast because it's quickly food, I think. So, I usually add some sausage here.
Oh, okay. So you have a combination.
Right.
Super.
It's tasty, I think.
Yes, definitely. We have another student. Can you turn on your camera, please? The lady who, or the man who just joined? Let me just message them. Oh, I see you now. Hi, my name is Karen. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Dina.
Tell me your name again.
Dina. Dina.
It's lovely to meet you. My name is Karen, and I'm from Ireland. And I have Elena here, and we are talking about eggs. Dina.
Yeah.
How do you like to eat your eggs? Which of these?
I like eat egg scrambled.
Elena likes scrambled eggs too, but also fried.
Scrambled with milk.
Yes, we do that in Ireland too. Yes, we do. And definitely a very, very tasty and not difficult, easy way to cook it. What about where you live? Do you eat meat, Elena?
Oh, yes, of course. Meat has got a big part in my meal list, maybe. I don't know how to say it right, but meat, it's not a dish, it's a product when we eat usually, and I cook it in different ways. So my family like it.
I think the best way to describe your meal list, we would say your diet. That's all the food you eat every week. And what about you, Dina? Do you eat meat?
Yes, I eat meat, and I am Tatar, and our national dish, perenej. It's a cake, small cake with meat. Meat, scrambled.
You mean the meat is cut very, very small?
Very, very small, very, very small pies, cutting, and very delicious.
And what meat is it in your national dish? Is it from the cow, from the pig, from a chicken?
Meat,
or from lots of different animals together?
And cow,
okay. If it's meat that is cut really, really small, it's mince. We call it mince or minced meat. So if you have minced meat, that's the adjective, and then here we have mince, it's the noun. And if it's from the cow, it's beef.
It's beef.
So minced beef. So if you come to Ireland and you go to buy meat, you can buy it in the supermarket, but it's not as good. I recommend that you go to a shop that only sells meat. So I recommend that you go to a butcher's shop and you will ask for minced meat or minced beef. And this is also beef steak. And if you eat in a restaurant here, this is one of the more expensive things on the menu. And they will always ask you, how would you like your steak cooked? So you have, and these are your choices in a restaurant. So here, blue is not cooked a lot. You will have blood on the plate. And down here, well done, this is how my mother likes it, is cooked a lot. And you have rare, medium rare, medium well done. And so it's important to tell the waiter or the waitress how you like it cooked, and the restaurant will cook it how you like it. Which do you think you'd prefer, Elena?
Absolutely well done beef, I think. So,
Dina, what about you?
I agree with Yelena. I like well done meat.
Some people do like it. It's very individual, but some people do like it rare, and it's a little when it's rare, it's a little bit like raw or not cooked. But so this is something that you would definitely be asked if you come to a restaurant in an English speaking country and you order steak.
Okay, so and what about you, Karen? What meat do you like? So
actually, I don't eat meat. Yes, well, most of the time, since for maybe 20 years, I have been vegetarian, but I do eat fish, and we get lots of good fish because I live right next to the sea. The sea is, I guess, 2 kilometers from my house, so it's really easy to get fish from Tuesday to Saturday. The fishermen, they don't fish on a Sunday. It's considered bad luck
Ah,
because Ireland is quite a religious country.
mhm.
These days, maybe not so much, but traditionally very
It's some-
Catholic.
It's some kind of superstition, maybe.
Exactly that. So Sunday is supposed to be a day of rest,
Mhm.
and you're supposed to go to the church and be religious. So the fishermen never fished on a Sunday, and they still take it as a day off. So there's never any fresh fish on a Monday. So the fish shops are closed on a Monday.
Oh,
So you need to be prepared, but we get lots of tasty, nice fish, and I like that. But I do eat meat. When I was traveling and teaching in different countries, sometimes it was difficult to say no or not eat meat because people are very generous and the hospitality is very good. So I would then eat some meat, and actually I do quite like chicken. But if I was going to eat steak, I think I would choose well done. I don't think I would enjoy the meat with the blood still coming out.
oh. I agree with you, absolutely.
Yeah. Just one thing I heard that I sometimes hear, I agree versus I am agree. Just be careful that when you agree with someone, you choose this one.
Mhm.
That we don't need the auxiliary verb when we agree. So just I agree. So talking about food, now I have a question for you both. Are
Mhm.
you a picky or a fussy eater? Are you difficult? If you came to my house, would I have a difficult time finding things you like? So I have a list of foods here.
Mhm.
And if you don't like the food, you give yourself 1 point. So for example, I think for me, I don't really like oysters or Brussels sprouts. So that's 2 points for me. Have a look at the list. How many points do you have?
Mhm. Mhm. Can I ask you, what does it mean, mustard?
Mustard is a sauce. I will, you have, it's, let me, 1 second. Maybe it's popular in Russia. I'm not sure. We eat it, well, with many things. It's like a yellow sauce. It comes from a seed, a little black or yellow seed.
Mm.
And it's a,
Горчица in
Горчица.
Russia. In Russia, this is mean горчица.
oh, that's a lot longer. And is it popular in Russia?
Of course. So this is popular sauce. We usually add it in different in meat, especially when we try to cook it. So we add mustard for delicious. So
Flavor.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, we do that. Is mustard popular in the Tartar food, Dina?
Yes, yes, it is. So People like to add it to feel spicy. So
it is a little bit hot. It's
quite well.
it's popular with pork or pig meat here. But I sometimes use it when I'm making sauces for different foods. It's popular with that too. So are there any other foods, Elena or Dina, that you are not sure of the meaning?
I think snails. So no.
Okay, so you wouldn't eat snails. Okay, so that's one. What about you, Dina? What would you not eat?
Not eat. This is it списка?
From this list.
From this list.
Yes, yes. What foods here do you think no?
No.
I tell you, I don't like. Dina?
I eat they all.
Okay, so you are not a fussy eater. You are really.
I'm sorry. What is it? Fussy.
Fussy. This word. A fussy eater is somebody who has lots of foods that they don't eat or they don't like. Maybe they don't like the taste, or maybe they don't like the feel of the food. So somebody who is fussy, for example, if I come to your house and if I come to Dina's house and I say, yes, Dina, I would love to come for dinner, but I don't eat chicken. I don't eat grapes. I don't eat ketchup. I don't eat mayonnaise. I don't eat pork. I don't eat turkey. I don't eat asparagus. I don't eat cauliflower. And you are thinking, oh God, this woman is very difficult to cook for. That's a fussy eater. And another word for fussy is picky. Children can sometimes be fussy eaters until they discover what they like and what they can eat. So, Dina, you like all the food on the list?
No, I don't. I don't like mayonnaise.
Oh, I like mayonnaise. So we have a difference of taste there. Okay, what else?
I like organic foods.
Okay, I have to say, I agree with you. I prefer to buy organic food, but the problem with organic food is in Ireland, it's really, really expensive. Is it expensive where you live?
I'm from Ulyanovsk. This is a small city, but but now I live in village because I have got father-in-law. He's old father-in-law, and he needs our help. And I live in a village, but the first time I don't like here. But now is a very beautiful, quiet place for me and my children. We are growing organic vegetables and grow cow, horse, hens.
Oh, wow.
That's
That-
all. That's all.
That's a lot. That sounds amazing. I really, really like that. So you have your own animals and you have space to grow your own food. That's amazing. This year we grew because we have a garden
Mhm.
and
Yes.
we have a we don't get a lot of sunshine in Ireland. The weather is never too hot, never too cold, but it rains. We get a lot of rain. But we have in our garden a greenhouse, so a house made of glass. And this year I grew cucumbers, organic, and I had so many. Oh my goodness. Some weeks, like 25, I had too many. I was giving them to my neighbors and sharing them. And they were so much nicer than cucumbers that you buy. So definitely I will be growing them next year, and tomatoes and salads. You're very lucky that you live in a village and you have the space. Elena, do you have space to grow your own food?
No, so maybe it's a pity, but I haven't got any space to grow. I usually buy it every Saturday and Sunday. We have yarmarka. It's like a vegetable market on the open air. So, and here you can see a lot of different fresh vegetables and meat and cheese. So, and the prices of these products usually are not very high. So everyone can afford to buy these products. So, and I usually do it. My family like fresh vegetables and salads. So, and of course, meat.
That's amazing. I love when I've lived in other places that there are markets nearby. We're not very good at that in Ireland. We don't have my town. We have lots of farms and countryside, but the farmers tend to send all their products to the supermarkets. And there's all of these European rules and standards that all of the cucumbers must be straight and they must be like a certain size, all the same. And it's I don't think it's the best. I think organic food, and if you can grow your own or go to a market, I think that's lovely. You're both lucky to be able to grow and to have a market near you. Maybe I'll start a market. I think people would like it, but I think it would be a difficult thing to do. Okay, so we're not fussy eaters.
No.
What about when you eat out? If you go to a restaurant, Dina, I don't know, do you have a restaurant in your village?
Our village I haven't got restaurant, but I from Ulyanovsk city. My parents in the city.
So
And we usually go to my parents, and that restaurant, cafe, often my husband and my children, we go a cafe or restaurant.
okay, so when you go to the city, you go to a cafe and a restaurant. What about if you come to Ireland and you go to a restaurant? It is a custom to tip about 10% of the bill.
Mhm.
So not really in a cafe. Some people tip in a cafe, but in a restaurant, it's more expected. But only if you have good food and good service. What about, so Dina, when you go and visit your parents and you go to a restaurant, what's the custom there? Do you tip? Do you leave extra money for the waiter?
Extra money?
So imagine that the bill is, let's say, the bill is 20. And that's how much you must pay. We have euros here, so this type of money. I will leave 22 and I say to the person serving me, you keep the money. It's like extra. And that's a tip. A tip is extra money you
Mhm.
give the waiter or the waitress.
Mhm.
Do you do that, Elena, where you live?
Not usually, no. In our country, there is no a custom to leave a tip in a restaurant or maybe in a cafe. So people usually don't do it. But I think if the waiter is perfect and he served me very well, I think I can leave him so some tip.
It's different countries do different things. It's quite, it is a custom here. Usually waiters and waitresses don't earn a lot of money. And they, it's custom here for them to rely on their tips to have a little bit of extra money. So, which isn't great because you never know how many tips you're going to get, but it is a custom here. And most people do it, but it's not an obligation. You don't have to.
I think in our country, waiter and waitress who work in a restaurant or in a cafe, they have a salary which include tips maybe. So I think so the manager who usually pay this salary for the waitress understands that in our country people don't leave a tip, and that is why the waiter has got a good salary maybe. So
Oh, okay.
like
Sometimes in some restaurants here, when you see the on the receipt, the paper with your bill, sometimes it will say service included 10%. And they will put 10% more on the bill. And that's supposed to go to the waiting staff, but I'm not sure that it does. But if it says service included, you are paying a little bit more for that. So in that case, I wouldn't leave a tip if it says this, because you're already paying a little bit more.
But as for me, So if I have a bill and so I pay the money and the waiter need to take me back some change. I usually say, so no change, you can leave it.
Ah,
You.
yeah. So the waiter doesn't take back, the waiter would give back
Mhm,
change
mhm,
or return the change, the money they give back, we call the change.
mhm,
And yes, we say that too. Keep it. That's for you,
mhm.
or something like that. Okay, similar. So I used to live in England, and I used to live in the southwest of England. I used to live here
Mhm, mhm,
in a town called Plymouth. So
mhm.
Plymouth is in Devon and Cornwall is next to it. And they have this fight about food. So this is something you would eat in a cafe. It's called a cream tea.
Mhm,
And you have this type of bread,
mhm,
and on it they put cream, a special type of cream, very thick cream, and jam. Now, in Devon, they put the cream on first and then the jam. And in Cornwall, they put the jam on first and then the cream. And they have a huge fight about which one is best and which one is right. So this is called a scone.
mhm.
It's like a bun or a bread. And it's quite delicious. Do you have any food debates in your area that people fight or debate about?
Mhm.
Tina?
Debate. What is it? Debate.
Debate is to talk about something, and to talk about it, it's like a fight with words, to talk about the good and the bad of something and try to, it's like an argument.
Two similar things.
Yes, two things that are similar, and you want to try to examine every part of them to see what's the best way. So
What is best? What is
yeah,
best?
uh,
Mm,
well, with this, so imagine that it's an argument. So a debate is similar to an argument, but it's more controlled. People listen to each other. So if we are going to debate which is best, we say why this is best, and then we wait to hear why this is best. Sometimes it's difficult to agree. Elena, are there any food debates in Russia?
Yes, I think so. People usually debate about how to cook the soup like borscht. So some people cook it with the fresh cabbage and another with the sour cabbage, and they usually tell each other, so my borscht is the best because there is a sour cabbage and it's useful and helpful. There are a lot of vitamins. But another people say our borscht is the most delicious because there is fresh vegetables and fresh cabbage. So it's like a big deal, and I think these people never agree with each other. As for me, I like borscht with the fresh cabbage. So, like,
What about you, Dina? Do you like borscht with, do you eat it in your area of Russia?
Yes, of course, I am eating a borscht and I like borscht. And I like fresh cabbage too. I am agree with Elena. It's more vitamins, fresh cabbage.
Okay, so we don't need to have a debate in this class because you both agree with each other. Just be careful with the pronunciation of this. It's sour,
sour.
sour cabbage. But sour cabbage, is that cabbage that comes in a jar? Oh, okay. You don't really get that in my country. So if I come to Russia, you recommend that I try borscht with the fresh cabbage? I will remember that when I come to visit in Russia, because I know that I have heard of borscht. It's a very, very traditional and popular dish.
Of course.
So what's your opinion? Do you like ice cream?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course, yes.
What's the best flavor? For me, I like anything with berries. I like strawberries, blueberries, these things. I don't really like chocolate and those flavors. What about you, Elena?
So I like berries ice cream, but if in the ice cream there is no any it's not like a nuts.
Nuts.
And it's I don't know how to say.
Can you say it in Russian? Maybe Dina can help you.
Косточки. So people usually have bones, but the raspberry, strawberry usually have the bones, but for it.
Oh, maybe you mean seeds?
Right, seeds, of
Like
course.
the tiny bits from the strawberry that you can grow another strawberry from it. A
Okay,
seed.
right. A seed. So I don't like if there is a seed. There are seeds. So
Oh, okay. I've never really thought about that, but okay, so you like it to be smooth.
smooth.
Smooth without any kind of, we would say, I think people would best describe it as a smooth a smooth ice cream with no bits. Usually they think little seeds and things, people just say bits.
Bits. Okay, so it's
So smooth. Okay. What about you, Dina? What's your favorite ice cream?
I don't like chocolate ice cream.
Okay, the same as me.
I think it's very the more sugar.
Okay, so you don't, it's too sweet.
I like ice cream with strawberry and strawberry, and maybe bananas, mangoes. I
Okay,
like, and my children like to
so fruit ice cream.
fruit ice cream.
Yeah, we have similar tastes in ice cream for
Mm.
sure. My
But-
next question,
Mhm.
do you eat sandwiches in Russia?
Of course. So it's popular. Sandwiches around us every day with the fish and with the chips and with meat, with sausage. There are a lot of kinds of sandwiches. I usually prepare a sandwich for my son in his lunchbox. So
Okay, so your children have to take their food to school.
mhm.
Okay, because some schools here, they feed the children. You have to pay for it, but they have like a lunch, they call it a lunchroom,
Mhm.
place where or a canteen.
Mhm.
But some schools don't, and you have to bring your own food. So a sandwich is popular. What about where you live, Dina? Do the children eat in school, or do they have to bring their food with them?
I like sandwiches too. We have sandwiches for breakfast and bread, butter and cheese.
Oh, I like cheese sandwich. Nice.
And my children don't in the school some lunchbox don't go.
Don't
Oh,
take.
they don't take a lunchbox.
Because they have breakfast and lunch in the school. In the school school cantons, school canton.
Canteen. It's
Canteen.
it's a long E. Well, there's two E's. So canteen.
Mhm.
Ah,
Canteen.
so your children eat their breakfast and lunch at school.
Yes.
Do they have a very long day at school? What time do
Yes.
they start?
They their lessons start in 8:30 and half past 3 or 4:30.
Oh, that's quite a long day. What
Yes.
about your children, Elena? Do they go to school from 8:30 till 3:30?
No, so Danila's lessons start at 8 o'clock and finishes at 12:30. But sometimes they finish at an hour p.m. 1 p.m.
Oh, that's quite different. The children here in primary school, they go to school from school starts at 9 and they finish at 2:40.
Mhm.
And in secondary school, they finish at 4 o'clock.
Oh, it's long.
Yes, but only Monday to Friday. There is nothing on a Saturday or Sunday.
Mhm.
But so if you, we always say that you shouldn't go out at like 8:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock. The traffic is crazy because
Oh.
everybody is taking their kids to school. And if you don't have kids, you should avoid it because it's just a busy time.
Mhm.
And okay, so that's quite different to and most children here will take their lunch to school. They will take a sandwich with something in it. And do you like pizza? Are pizzas popular?
Oh, of course.
I think pizzas have gone everywhere in the world. Dina, do you like pizza?
Yes, I do. I like pizza. I like pizza with mushroom. I like pizza and sausages, cheese, and vegetables.
Nice. What about pineapple? This is a big food debate that happens in my country.
I think
Pineapples.
it is.
I like it on a pizza, but
I don't не пробовала, как бы, I
Taste.
don't
I don't taste.
taste.
Maybe try on.
okay, so
It's
maybe you haven't tried it, Dina. You need to come to Ireland, because you will definitely, in a pizza restaurant, they will have the option there for sure. It's a very popular dish. So do you buy pizzas? Do you make pizzas? What's the best way to eat a pizza, Elena?
So in general, I cook it. It's easy. It's easy. So, but if my family would like something special and tasty and with the interesting ingredients, of course, I order the pizza and then we eat it. And what about pineapple pizza? It's interesting pizza, and I usually discuss with it with my husband. He dislikes sweety flour in a pizza, or maybe in different salads, which usually he said that is usually don't have to don't have to have maybe don't have to have a sweet flour in the meat products, in the meat salad, in the pizza. So
Okay, so he
I
doesn't
like
like it too sweet.
too sweet.
Okay,
But I
interesting.
like it. It's interesting. It's interesting and tasty. I think usually I like pineapple pizza with with the chicken. So
Oh, okay, that's
Hmm.
different. I don't think you get it with usually it's common here to have the pineapple with ham or with pork meat. What about you, Dina? Do you make pizzas? Do you buy pizzas?
My daughter cooks pizza. She's very very well and delicious. And sometimes we go to the pizza cafe, and some pineapple with chicken and cheese. We prepare a salad.
Oh, a pizza cafe.
Pizzeria.
Pizzeria. If you see a
Pizzeria.
sign for this in an English-speaking country, follow it, because you will find pizza. Okay. So pizzas are popular where you live too. That's interesting. We are. Do you have any pizzas are Italian traditionally? Do you have any like Russian pizzas? Do you put some borscht on pizza?
no,
No,
no.
not yet. Maybe you could start.
Maybe not yet. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
some guy decides to create pizza with the borscht.
Yeah. Well, if they do, it would be interesting to try it.
Okay.
We are coming to the end of the time that we have together today. I've really enjoyed discussing the food and the different things that you like and things from your part of the world. I'm so keen to come and visit. I would really, really like that one day.
So thank you.
I hope that you enjoyed the lesson, and I hope that you learned some things. You both speak excellent English. It's just a question of practice and building up vocabulary. There's always
you.
room for that. But it's been an absolutely lovely lesson, and I wish you a really, really nice day today. And thank you for your time.
Thank you
Thank
very much.
Thank
It's
you very.
glad to see you and to talk with you. It's interesting and useful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And thank you. It's been really interesting to talk to you too. So it's going to be time, well, it is time now to say goodbye and hopefully see you next time.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.